What's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by my channel, Esteemed Queen and Mentality. Be sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell twice so that way you get to know when I post all of my tea talks. I hope everybody is doing well. First thing in the morning, bright and early, okay? Bright and early. New year, new ways, okay? Your goals should not change. The plan should accordingly. Alright, so I'm not going to tarry too long. I got a couple of things of my own I have to do today. But I wanted to come to the treehouse and have a little conversation with you. Go ahead, get your water, get your wine, get whatever it is that you're sipping on. Get it and bring it close. This tea talk, I think, is something that we all need as a checkpoint, a milestone, anywhere as to where we are on our path to where we're trying to go. Now, a lot of times we like to use, the bond theory, thick as glue theory with our friends, more with our friends than our family, because a lot of times as we get older, right, we find that we add on to our collective being friends, people along the way, co-workers, etc. So everyone likes to use the word bond in that magnitude. But we need to tea talk about using the word bond in tea talk fashion. Alright? So instead of it being the thing of relationships being something of bonding, we need to think of what keeps us collected and all together. Yes. Bonds can go a number of ways, but in order for us to be able to find someone to match our energy, we have to be sure that what bonds us keeps us together, because we trying to get through to where we trying to be. Amen. Amen. All right. So in times of feeling as if like things are falling apart and you feel like you're resistant to change, or change is something that kind of puts fear in you, I need you to think of something like this. All right. Now, I did one regarding the tea bag. We never know what we're capable of until we're in hot water, right? And the true us comes out. The true us comes out. But the overall purpose is, within that cup of tea, what did you have to go through that process? What happened through that process in order for you to come out being purposeful? So I do encourage you to go and watch that video. But what I want to do with the word bond and being sure that it has all of the requirements and qualifications that's needed for you to stay cool, calm, and collected and stay within control, you have to know what keeps you together. If it keeps you together to think about your kids being first, if it keeps you together to think of the very vivid description of what hell looks like, so be it. So be it. But in order for you to stay a good person, you got to make sure you keep all those characteristics priority, so then that way you have a full understanding as to who you are, who you're becoming, and whoever and whatever challenges you along the way. A lot of times I used to always say, when I was in my early stages of starting some of my businesses, I was really quick to say, when I feel like more than one thing is coming at me at one time, I must have some big spiritual kahunas. Because if it takes 5, 6, 7, 8 different things to just overwhelm me, that in real life time, that's like 1 versus 8. And you out here just Bruce Lee in the situations. They're like, hold up. Yes, you're like Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, Billy Blanks, Floyd Mayweather, all wrapped up into one. Ronda Rousey, all wrapped up into one. You really are the Rock, Goldberg, Kane, The Undertaker, Big Show, Mankind. You all the way out there. You just taking hindrances, and you're taking universal bullying, and you like Mr. Sacco with it. You just taking it down, making them not breathe, because it's like, look, the bigger, the more you're, you know, permitted to tolerate, being like, you gain certain things, regardless if it's wisdom or if it's material. If it now becomes into your possession, you're responsible for it. So the more control and more responsibility you have, those two things go together. Then you have that little old thing over here called distractions and BS. Okay, that's going to be what you're going to be up against. All right. So when you are together, you are aware. And what do I say? When you are prepared and when you have it together, you are then ready. So, you know, we got to think of things like that. Sometimes the glue don't have really a lot to do with it. It's the fact of, if all the pieces fit, it's going to stay together. I don't care if it's for a little bit or a long while. It's going to stay together. Just think of it. You break a vase and put every last piece back in its place. Again, it doesn't matter if it's for a minute. It doesn't matter if it's for a while. You're going to be able to see what used to be. And you can put all the glue you want to on that thing. Yeah, you're going to need glue to make sure that it stays, you know, put, to like stay together. But like, what's going to hold it? What's going to solidify? What's going to make it so that it's known, like, this is your place and this is what it is? We got to think about those things when it comes to our heart, when it comes to our mind, when it comes just full out to our physical being. Because a lot of times we find ourselves in these places called wrong place, wrong time. And then we wish the things that we thought were, you know, our foundation and our support system, had we really paid attention to what's really having you stick close, stick by, and stick with the people that's around you. You got to figure out where their place is, and you got to figure out yours too. Okay, and it's not a one-way street. You know, if they're negative towards you, but you're giving them positivity, why are they always around if they're giving you the opposite? Like, how do you succeed around somebody that's negative? I don't get it. But I'm going to figure out what the bond is in between me and that person. So then that way I can know if this is water resistant or if this is some shit I just got to throw away and start all over. You better think about it. You better think about it. So y'all let me know down below. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down below. Check out my black owned businesses down below as well. All those good old church announcements will be there. And outside of that, until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Bye. I would have did that in the beginning, but I didn't want y'all to be like, okay, what's going on? Her ass stuck. No.